go to get this one started. And off we go from downtown Indy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. The outside, hauled in by Madden.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's the tight end, Moali Cox. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a keeper on his own read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response. As the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll go play action here with Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Zaire Franklin in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way, but at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
3rd and long. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Moving left, he'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. But he's up, 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Josh Downs set to return for the Colts. That's taken at about the 14. And a nice return there. The offense not to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Colts offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. He'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart, and he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scatteroo coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Throwing, Dart. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to keep those hands up there, and now it's fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That is hot. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw right side, pulled in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. It was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. So a big Third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll take it on in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Colts.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Latu. There to bring him down.
25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the play fake, here's Dart. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
17 yards.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
4 yards.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's a handoff to Scatterboo. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
A gain of 18.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
It's a gain of 5.
the 25. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Scatterboo. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He'll step up and run. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Scatterboo. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time, it's Scatterboo. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Cam Scatterboo. Touchdown, New York. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants are on the board. It's 10-7.
Colts 10, Giants 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side and taken in by Down.
He's not out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A short pass taken in by Warren. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They'll begin here on the ground. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he gets this one up to the 28-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you've got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Right back to Scattaboo on 1st down, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. On 2nd down, Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Third and a long way to go. The throw is Dart. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down. Looming. Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. A fair catch taken here, and it's a break at the 15-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Indianapolis.
48-yard line.
Back to throw. call it a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second and 10.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Pushed out to his left. And he'll give himself up here. It's a gain of 5 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we...
Number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. He's going to keep it himself. And nice work there. Going to slide. Gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A play fake. Now Dart. That's caught. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Scalaboo. They'll take this down to the 47. Jermaine cracks up to make the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 9.
shotgun. It's Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21. First down, Giants.
A gain of 21.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Scatterman. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to...
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Colts 10.
He'll send this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return.
The Colts offense running back out for their first involvement of this second half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
And
Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
He'll look to throw. The outside, hauled in by Pittman.
Brings up third down.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and long.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Giants first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
On 1st down, it's Scalable. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
A run straight ahead at Scalable.
Gain of 6. And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 6.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. He's got it at the 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Giants. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead.
I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Abdullah now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession.
I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it down, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Though they send the hounds, bite me in that. Put me in the ground, turn me into ash, going to carry down. From those who came up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
He'll drop to throw. In the middle, and he's got down. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
First and 10.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
And this one is caught by Pierce. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Pretty good spot, though, yes. He's got it. That's a first down.
That's another Colts first down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to...
And he will score! Game on! First down! Touchdown, Indy! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
We'll go with Taylor on the ground. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty. So unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. That one is complete, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Giants.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He'll step up and run this.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Up the middle with Scalaboo. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain on 10 yards.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Giants.
They'll go again with Scalaboo. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Second down and 8. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And they're working together like this. That's the definition of teach tape.
Now they'll set up to throw. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's first and 10. That's out quickly to Pittman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Here's Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
so often, like, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.